And we go yet again. Good luck, have fun to everyone, and thank you guys for coming on in and tuning on in for our Laban Pinas tournament. Dodges, Vigilance, Fontic, Thinks, Calamus, and Panda User on the blue hand side. Here on the red, it's Namazu, Heisun, Makari, Sky, Madcool, McRonald, and Ichocabra. It's a rematch from our last matchup in the round robin. This time, both teams looking for some more revenge, but it seems like Turbos, the deck is stacked against them, will be able to impress. They haven't swapped in roles, and it is going to be time for them to show their stuff. In the meantime, MMK, after suffering the loss against FXP, will they pull in an SS Shock and push all the way to win it all? Let's find out as we start things off on Busan. It's Dodges on DPS yet again, Dinks back on off tank. In the meantime, a number of roles again being swapped around, but it seems like we're back to the first rendition of Turbos. Heisun and El Chupacabra on the DPS. It's Namazu and Madcool on the tank, and McRonald and Bakario Sakai playing the supports this time.
Now for the side of MMK, it looks like they're just figuring out how they should play, and we see that Dodge just went to the DPS role while Dinks moved into the
Off tank? Yeah.
off tank, right? And I think this is so far working good for them, so they're sticking out with this, and hopefully by the time they get more wins and get on the higher matches, and they could figure it out and provide a better
matchup.
Yeah,
That's
better
for sure.
matchup.
And even Calamitous already looking better with that Tracer. Dinks as well, 2 frags on the board. Orisa Hog is the name of the game. And here we go with the hook. Namazu though, quite low already. Might get taken down. The scrap gun doing the damage, but still gonna be Dinks fragging on out. It's a double-edged sword though when you play this Roadhog. It's a hero that really involves feeding ult to your opponents at the cost of getting the insta-give potential.
That was a really clean fight by MMK. They picked Turbo one by one and getting out of Hulk again. And sadly, he gets bubbled by Namazu, but Tracer still dies in the initial fight.
Yep, Calamitous 10 HP and a dream. Looking to stay alive. Very ambitious. Can he get the pulse bomb?
Oh, one
Heisun.
more hit and he could have killed Heisun, but Heisun besting him out.
The distraction is there, and Vigilance coming back through form. That's a more I know here from Vigilance. Biotic Orb left behind, and MMK already 1/3 of the way there. Remember guys, this is a BO5, so first to take 3 maps will take home at least a second place. We'll face off against FXP. Loser here will go home with a 1-5. That's 250 per person, not bad for a day's work. Oh, Hato popped, and that is gonna be Madcool turned into Giblets instead. The scrap turned into that Reinhardt there right then. And the Namazu right now quite low already. A beacon of hope perhaps with that high energy dodge. This kept alive though by Vigilance. So close with a pulse bomb from El Chupacabra as parting gift there. And Madcool, those charges, man. MMK playing the stairs, but this is very risky here for the
Very
Busan
risky
side.
indeed. Remember, they're playing Orisa Hog, which means you should be focusing on picking on the bull hook combo, but it looks like they want to keep pressuring, pushing the Reinhardt and Zarya.
Good block there from Funchik though. You saw that shatter, it doesn't really connect, but still, Gravitational Surge into Deadeye. A lot of abilities here used up by Turbos. Dodges though, trying to stay alive. Heisun on the left, and oh, Dodge gonna get that frag, but Funchik decides it's time to reset, and Callum gonna swap over to the Hansa as well. So MMK playing mid-range, they want to stay on that high ground.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly. No, so with this comp, they should be looking into playing a bit slower than them and abusing their range into baiting out skills from the enemy or getting picks off.
Ooh, shield though, cracked into that one. Disrupt rounds maybe here from our McCree, but Macario Sakai trying to catch a ride there onto Madcool, but both will fall at the same time. Good prioritization there from MMK, and a quick flip yet again. Now 10% and counting. Can the side of Turbos come back and take this point? It's looking very dire. El Chupacabra might be the hope and dream here. He's trying to shadow step too far off, and no contest means that MMK will get this one for free.
The fights with why they were choking the choke tightly with Orisa Hog is really weird style to play it, but it worked out for them. But as you saw a while ago, they lost eventually because in the long run, if they get like picked off one by one, the Ryan Zarya composition can just easily run over them, especially if you don't have the hook to get a pick off or a tracer to try and distract them from behind. So they got the coalescence, they pulled it out and just easily ran over them. But MMK just pulling out clutch by clutch and started picking them off long ranges.
Yep.
They got the point back easily.
Yeah, high ground was taken there by MMK. It seems like the Turbo Squad forgot to actually go reposition, and that really was their folly. Now,
Very nice pick off by Calamitous on the mate.
yeah, he's soon gone too soon indeed. And Callum now showing what the Widowmaker is for. Mad Cool though deciding to rampage. Venomine will get triggered, and Amazu getting DMEC along the way. Callum trying to get away from that rampaging Reinhardt. That's gonna be Big Daddy Dinks getting in the way.
Nice kiting skills by Calamitous right there.
Yeah, I'm a little unwise there from Mad Cool to actually decide to face
That
off.
was too greedy by Mad Cool, but he should have went to the point. It's not his job to contest the Widow.
Yep.
He's a Reinhardt. He should be helping his team, or at least the ground fight, or in the point rather,
Yeah.
and try and win from there. But for some circumstances, he was able to get near the Widow.
Speaking the hook though, and here we go with a little bit of that poop. Calamitous in the meantime, in for sights. Gonna be behind the wall though. He's waiting for that to crack. The Ice Age is coming. Makari Sakai though does get the speed boost on in, and the Orisa will get felled. Anyway, the Roadhog now being bounced around. Dinks close to that whole hog, but he will get frozen on up. Now he has the ultimate, dodges up on top. It's either the barrage or the hog, or will it be both? We'll see here from MMK. Hook comes here for the Roadhog. The ice block is there though, but unfortunately the ice wall gonna put the Roadhog on the wrong side, and the May gonna get tripped over yet again. MMK with just complete impunity, punishing their opponent. Air shot there from Dodges.
So far are doing incredible work right now. That's just crazy rotations from there, and the blue team, MMK, just utilizing their advantages to their maximum potential. They're just kiting back and letting Callum and Dodges rain damage from afar, and look at it right now. It got into a long fight, and they were able to rotate and get into a better position in the sidelines for the Widow and the Mara. Oh, and the starts in fight now.
Yeah, Makari Sakai with the sound barrier, and Turbos will go for this push, but Dodges waiting for an opportunity to go for the barrage. Messes up the shot, but he can get rain right here, right now. Takes care of the Lucia. Here comes the Diva. Namazido too late for the DM. Doesn't have it, and that should be MMK sealing this fight with a kiss. Now the real question right here, right now, we're seeing the Pharah Widow. We're seeing the Lucia on the floor, but will this be enough in the grand finals? It's a very risky competition here for MMK. And
He cannot get staggered here.
Oh, Chupacabra
They
can't
have to
make
get
it.
this point.
That's not gonna happen.
Not gonna point.
Servos can't touch whatsoever. They are gonna be able to take our Mex map. It's the same map pool as before. It's still gonna be hybrid, but MMK dominating a 2-0 affair there with Vigilance getting play of the game.
As usual, if you're familiar with Daks bugs, and you've been playing with Vigilance, you know this isn't a rare sight to behold. He almost always gets the POTG as Moira, and this is not a surprise to anyone.
He's been so helpful to the community, to the stream. Thank you to the casting studio, man. Thank you to casting studio. But here we go. Yet again, MMK on this defense, Dodges, Vigilance, fun trick things, Callum and Panda user. In the meantime, Namazu, Jesus, Makari Sakai, Madcool, Macronald, El Chupacabra. We've been seeing these faces for quite a while today, and it's been a series of Overwatch all throughout. Anyway though, Reinhardt's Zarya here between Funtrick and Dinks. Dodges and Calamitous though, playing the Kree and that Hanzo, Panda user and Vigilance onto the Lucia Moira. So more standard stuff here from Vigi and Panda. I like the support line right here, right now, to play on the ground. And the fun thing, honestly, I realized with the PH of Watch community, we've really only been having broadcasts in English, haven't we? Since the starts of the very starts, all the way from years back. It's always been English. It's always been an English-speaking community. So hopefully we are able to still stay on with what we are comfortable with. Mado here for Haesoon. Gonna be a scary pick, honestly, here on King's Row. It's a very tight map. You can go for those ice walls. You can get pick after pick if you get the degree of separation. And it's a big cold front here as Funtrick all alone already against the bulk of the army. Still though, here comes Dinks. Namazu gonna get taken down instead by Dodge. There's Callum with the Storm Arrows. Good high ground advantage here for MMK. And that's a clean, quick one. 30 seconds in. They're already fend of turbos. That is a turbo quick fights that ends in favor of the blue hand side. So MMK right now holding steadfast, looking to play the corner, looking to play the gates, and the double-decker bus not gonna be a tourist attraction, but more or less a zone of death as Callum on the high ground right now. He's making a film reel for himself by the cinema. El Chupacabra will get taken down, Sonic Arrow to see everything. The armor is cracking, the shield is broken, and Mad Cool looking to let Drool instead dodge this though. Another pick off onto Makario Sakai, and this McCree feeling very comfortable with what he's playing right now. Sapir, what do you actually know about Overwatch, man?
Well, I haven't played for a long time, but first time I played was when kaka-release ng Overwatch like very long ago.
Yeah. You know, it's been a while. It's been 3 years, but you know.
Pero alam ko may ano eh, like in general like yung mga different maps are played.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all I know.
That's okay.
Basic heroes.
It's okay. You don't need to know much. You just need to know what they do. And speaking of knowing what they do, Funcher with the shatter, but he's too far off. The range a little too far there, but Vigilance and dodges right now. Twin ultimates are popped, and that's gonna be a perfect deadeye on the 3. Corpses are drawn. MMK getting that team kill. Frontier Justice here from Mr. Dodge this. They still have that Gravitational Surge, but MMK will have to play it back. They will need to wait for their tanks and try not to get picked off along the way. So far so good here for MMK. They are out in front yet again. Funchuk right now with the Fire Strike. And the other barrier there from Mad Cool. Ice Wall doesn't get the separation that they're looking for. Too far off against the Reinhardts. Still though, Dinks caught in the zone of freeze. Gonna get taken down. A chilly one there, and then Funchuk now gonna be into the statue yet again. Charges keep on coming. And dodge this. Just fragging on out. Calamity doing the same. Pure mechanical skill here from the 2 DPS of MMK. Who needs tactics when you can get shot after shot after shot? You know, there's a saying sometimes in every shooting game. Just shoot heads, forehead. You get the headshot, you win. Period. Doesn't matter what the opponent team is doing. If you kill them all before anything happens, it is what it is. You are able to just win outright. But Dragon Strike again from Calamitous. Mad Cool. Gonna get caught into that one. Another frag here from Mr. Callum. And MK looking very strong. Trying to get to that grand finals. This is pretty much the performance they're looking for from the start of the tournament. And FXP might be taking notice of their antics. MK though, Calamitous still overextending yet again. Finally gonna get taken down by McRonald. That's a happy meal there for our Mortar player, but Turbo still needs to push through to the center. Funchuk though, out in front. Fire Strike gonna be there, and then 4 ultimates ready to go here as we do see a swap onto that Pharah. And here we go with the Shatter into that Blossom. Counter stun though from Funchuk, and Vigilance keeping the heal ongoing. Unfortunately, Panda user with the Sound Barrier doesn't get much. Gravity Surge now into play yet again, and back to dodge this. He wants to go for the Pharah, not really getting the shots right there, right then. He's close to the Deadeye though, and MMK cleans up house one more time. This McCree looking completely unstoppable so far. The Deadeye yet again available, and the last time we saw the Deadeye, that was 4 on the floor. Crossfire is key here for the blue hand side. Dodge is right now staying on the left. Here we go with the Fire Strike yet again from Mad Cool. In the meantime, on the high ground, El Chupacabra wants to go for the snipe, gets Calamitous. That's a perfect hit there. Seems like just shoot head for heads is gonna be the antic here, just gonna be the strats. Dodges though, hiding back. Deadeye will lock on to 2. Perfect shatter there from Funtrick. And MMK looking for the full hold. They are feeling it, they are in the groove, and they are just absolutely hot so far here on Kings Row. So do you want to say anything, Mr. Peter?
Score.
So like say
0.
not much really. I'm just here to watch.
You're just here to watch.
Yeah, I'm here to watch.
You're here to learn, and you're here to be a wonderful member to help us out.
Yeah, I'm just here because I'm interested in like learning more about Overwatch. Like it's like 2 of my favorite casters. You know, from League, like Monica and Doa, they switched to Overwatch. They're pretty much the only reason I watch Overwatch, actually.
Oh, watch
I mean, besides you guys.
Wow.
You know you're my favorite League of Legends page.
Yeah.
Overwatch.
Oh, yeah, yes. And you're my favorite League of Legends page right there. So there you go. Cross promotion right there, right then, guys. God damn. But you know, it is what it is. Let's go on back into this one. We are gonna be into Kings Row yet again. It's MMK on the attack, and has been a little bit of a one-sided affair so far for the MMK squad. Still though, they have a long way to go. Still need to win out here, as well as the upcoming 2 CP map, to be able to book a date with Destiny, to be able to book with FXV. In the meantime, Turbos still has a chance. Gets the full hold here, force out the draw, and go to a tiebreaker map that is Lijiang Tower. It's gonna be very interesting to see what Turbos can do. They have been beaten back time after time, but we'll see them mirror the composition of the defense into this one. McCree and Ahanzo here from Jesus and El Chupacabra. What will MK do instead? It's a Widowmaker here for Calamitous. To the high ground he goes. King's Row, a good map to start with the entry frag, but he doesn't get much. He drops down with no targets whatsoever. Might be a swap here for our Widow player. For the time being though, the shots keep on coming, and on the high ground stays the Hanzo. El Chupacabra looking to retreat instead. The top is there though, Fire Strike comes into play again, and Dinks as well as Funtrick. Oh, it's a Tracer right now from Calamitous, pressuring the Hanzo. El Chupacabra though, a sliver of HP, still alive, able to get it away, but dodges with that first frag already. MMK pushing forward, and they are very strong on the offense. 4 kills, a quick coalescence, and this is gonna be another map taken here by the red, white, and black. The blue hand side with the win yet again, and now that's a 2-0 here for MMK. Play of the game again, Vigilance. What a surprise. What a surprise right there.
Surrender to my will. I require assistance. Triple kill.
Those frags. MMK, another quick, clean, as well as a strong. So here we go again. One more map to play on. Gonna be a fun one right here, right now. And MMK with the 2-0 advantage. One more map to go for them to get into the grand finals. At least a 3K prize when you're booked into that. It is going to be Orisa Hog here from Funtrick and Dinks yet again. Calamitous onto the Tracer. Oh, Funtrick falls into the water. Is he actually going to reset? That's the real question. Let's dodge this though. On the Kree. He's been very comfortable on the Electric Cowboy, but might need to learn a little more than that to face off against the well-experienced FXV team so far into the grand finals. But we might be jumping the gun because Turbos, when they go and get stuff, they get even tougher. A while back in FXV versus Turbos, they were able to clutch out 2 points on Hollywood. True Grit though might be in the cards. They lost to MMK in their round robin. They don't want to lose again. It's time to see if they can clutch it out, if the Turbos can really play up to their speed, enter their name. They do need to deal with the Biotic Orb. Vigilance already at 10% in that Coalescence. Now, thing to note in many of these matchups, MMK versus Turbos, those Coalences has really set the tone in many situations. Biotic Orbs tossed at the start, but Funtrick White Low already needs to stay alive. Charge is there. Namazu gonna get taken down. Hasoon though, still staying up on top. Calamitous gets the jump and gets the takedown. Wants to go for the Mercy. Dinks though fragging out yet again. And the truck just gonna be pretty much a dumpster of death here for the side of MMK. In the meantime, shots keep on coming. Dodge this, does get a double kill. In the meantime, Calamitous right now. Pulse Bomb coming online. El Chupacabra might be the target. Here we go with the stick, and Callum gets to even through the grave. Rising from his grave, gets that double. Seems like the Soldier 76 runs into the Moira, and that is gonna be one parcel you don't want to receive. Anyway, the Farah Mercy still alive, still staying on Hasoon from above. Pelleting as much as possible. Turbos waiting at the wings. Here we go with the push from Namazu. Now there's gonna be shots keeping on coming. Dinks in the meantime. Right clicks are abound. For the time being, it's gonna be Turbos gaining ground, but see, it looks like MMK playing the bait and switch instead. Vigilance with the Coalescence. Wants to go for some targets left, right, and center. 2 frags already, courtesy of Calamitous. And this backline Tracer, so pesky, and so many options. Rock Fragile from Hasoon, stunned, gets taken down. It seems like the Faith gonna be enough to stay alive. And MMK again, scrapping it out. Fight after fight after fight. It has been a frontline defense here from MMK. And they are really just going for the news already against the Turbo squad. MMK, judge, jury, executioner. They tell where to fight, they say when to fight, and they go for it as much as possible. Ban the user, overextending. You're not DPS, man. You're not a tracer. You get punished instead by that Lucio. Coalesces here from McRonald as well. And this might be the beginning of the end of this first point defense. Funtrick in a bad situation. The fade there from Vigilance, not gonna be enough. 2 frags already. And here comes the Turbo Squad. Diggs though from the side with the whole hog, pushing the Soldier 76 as well. 3 kills already for the hog. Here we go with the res as well. And the Reinhardt looking to strike try to still stay on, but Daks with a quad so far. This Roadhog completely unstoppable. MMK though, keeping this one up. Scrap gun keeps on coming. Soon cleans up Panda User. And the point fight still going on with this one-man band, the Roadhog, all alone. Will it be enough to take care of the Reinhardt? Here comes Vigilance and Calamitous as well. And the first take not taken here by the side of Turbos as of yet. Where is the focus fire onto the meaty target? Doesn't happen. Calamitous instead. Pulse bomb pressure yet again. Forced to pop the recall though. And here comes Mad Cool, ready with that Captain Surge. Turbos lets it rip. Onto the barrier it comes. Dodges though. Into that Deadeye. And a sandbagger from above. Panda User coming in with style. MMK holds their own. And damn, this Roadhog, a complete clutchy so far into the game. 48 seconds left. MMK really trying to go for this full hold as much as possible. In the meantime though, Funtrick out in front yet again. Bullhog is available here for Mr. Daks. And they are staying on the left one more time. A quick rotation to the right hand side of that truck. Might be in the cards here for Turbos, but unfortunately, they are Turbos, but they don't have that Lucian. Again, Mercy Moira is their playstyle. Shatter right now on the fort. That's a big one, but the whole hog is there. And soon from above. Hallelujah, says the Farah. The opening is made, and Turbos clutches it out at the tail end of that one. MMK caught with their pants down, caught napping. The only one left is Calamitous. If he gets the 1v6, I will just eat my mic. It doesn't happen. Soon immediately puts a stop to that. And Turbos living to fight another points. Volskaya going the distance to CP. Always a pleasure. And 3 minutes on the time back here for Turbos. One more chance for them to finish up the map. Now, usually in 2CP, the snowball effect is strong. This first push can make or break teams. Calamitous though, breaking Mad Cool already. We'll get that takedown along the way. Shots keep on coming. Macronal will get cleaned up. Namazu quite low already. 3 frags though for Calamitous so far. And MMK putting a stop to any of the E's antics into this one. El Chupacabra takes care of Callum yet again. Turbos zipping over to the side. In the meantime though, Coalescence ready to go for Vigilance. The blue hand side holding steadfast here on Volskaya yet again. Now, a central defense here for MMK. They are watching fronts. They are peeling the Fire Mercy as well onto the side, but they don't need to really transition their whole front line for that. All they need to do is force the Fire Mercy to come back and play through the central area instead. Calamitous on it already, zipping along. Makari Sakai though, ready with that Valkyrie. Can keep the chain healing ongoing. Deadeye does come. Dodges locking on, and that's another double flick there. Courtesy of Mr. Electric Cowboy. Dodged this. 3 frags already. Wingman specialist at its finest. He's looking for a grapple hook right now to fly in the skies. Doesn't happen though. Instead, he grounds the Fire Mercy with some pressure and another team kill here. Courtesy of Team MMK. Still though, Cole is available for Vici. Daks in the meantime into the middle. Calamitous has the pulse bomb available. Too ambitious. And even if El Chupacabra didn't get that shot, Callum would have died to his own pulse bomb. Now it's a little bit of a folly here I've seen from both MMK and FXP. Feeling too confident, going for those stylish plays doesn't lead to anything. So you have to respect Turbos right now. They are in a good spot. And soon again with another beautiful rocket barrage. This time Daks does have the hook. He's been keeping an eye out on that one. El Chupacabra cleaned up as well. The barrier broken. Here comes Calamitous onto the doofus he is. And another easy takedown there. Courtesy of our Roadhog. The Mazudo does finally get some revenge for his team. But still has to deal with the doofus behind. Fontrick gonna get the frag instead. MMK. Malakas mag-computer, and it seems like malakas rin sila dito sa series na to, guys. But soon up on top again on this Farah has been the saving grace here for Turbos with those barrages. Namazudo with beautiful setups along the way. In the shadow right now, ready to go here for our Red Rhine. Vigilance does get a tag on Makari Sakai. I'll see if this is gonna be enough here for the blue hand side. They're playing on the outside, really wants to go for the choke. Have pretty much abandoned the point so far. Panda User though, onto the side, looking for a boop or two. Calamitous even taking care of soon after the hook. But Namazu right now with the shatter, marching forward. Ronald with the coalescence as well. But there's the stun. Here comes the Deadeye, and the lock on is there. The 1v1 between the two McCrees. The coalescence is gonna clean that one up, and MMK wiping the floor of the Turbo squad, unable to get that second point. MMK holding on, but they need to go even further into the map after giving it up in the first place. Turbos are really trying their best here. It seems like their best not good enough as of yet. One last chance, a full hold must be done here for the side of Turbos if they still want to win Volskaya. If they give it up, the best they can do is a draw, and that will be a tiebreaker to say the least. And maybe MK able to run away with it. Such a big risk right here, right now, for our Turbo Squadron. Anyway, though, it has been a valiant effort from Turbos. It's been a while since I've seen some of these names, especially Namazu and Makario Sakai. Great to see them back playing into our tournaments. On the flip side, it's a pleasure to see Daks is back on the console, back on Daks Kree. And finally, this is the first time we are seeing a squad play a Bastion. Here we go with Team MMK. Gonna be going for that Sim Bastion. Teleporter is gonna be pretty important in many situations to move around the map. Allows you also to take that high ground. Calamitous still dancing, already celebrating. They feel that one. Oh, a little bit of a small disconnect there. Seems like we are good to go. That is a scary flashing red sign. So far today, guys, it feels like we've been having some technical issues all abound. You know, it happens from time to time. The connection, not the best to Blizzard servers, but we still make it up. Especially with the LAN venue, everyone having the same ping, no complaints there. MMK though, pushing forward one more time. We have Panda user on the Batiste, and it's gonna be a teleporter on the side. Ah, goodbye! That is Heysoon with a 60 percentile already. That is, yep, that's easy read there from Heysoon. He already expected something from the side, and that is a quick one here for our Pharah. Looking good, looking great so far. Honestly, for Heysoon, he's been really saving the day for his team through Volskaya. But look at this. Someone is still alive. It's Calamitous and Vigilance. The Bastion and the Mercy. Playing sneaky. Creeping. Did Makario Sakai see that? And surprise, surprise! The Pharah doesn't know what hit her! Perfect timing there from Calamitous. Dodges with the frag as well onto Makario Sakai. And it seems like Turbo's caught again napping. What a play there from Calamitous. Really wouldn't work in many situations. But this is gonna be the 1 in 100. Dodges going for the frags as well. And oh no, a little bit of a desync right there. And then we'll be fixing things up as the first tick is taken here by the blue hand side. Namazu coming on back as well, but that's a Bastion in your face. You can't do anything about that, ladies and gents. And this is MMK securing at least a draw here on Volskaya. And there we go. So, everyone is still in position. What the hell? That is the first time I've ever seen that error. And at least it's still there. At least it saved our state, that kind of thing. Bastion here for Calamitous. Dodge this on the McCree. And it's the first time for everything here in the Laban Pinas tournament. It seems like even server issues are a first right here, right now. It's been 2 years since we have a LAN. And still the servers are like, hey, you know, we can always surprise you. Anyway, MMK looking for the surprise onto the high ground. Funtrick and Calamitous letting it rip yet again. The Pharah Mercy. Makario Sakai the first to fall. But the sightlines here for Calamitous not really the best. So this will be a move on up. The eye field already preemptively placed by Panda user. Rocket Barrage immediately shut down. And MMK books a date with FXV.
Victory.
Well played there to MMK. The Bastion works out in the end. Heysoon though gets play of the game. Well deserved. With the Pharah boop. Easy clap, 1, 2, 3. Reads that like a book. Sees the teleporter come. And that is the show. Triple kill right there, right then. MMK versus XXG. First match of the day to game number 1. So Ferocious Vicious might be surprised after the hot start there from MMK. MMK in the meantime finding their groove and then finding compositions that they are worthwhile in. Now what will FXP do in response? How will they reset and recoup? They're already starting things off. No Tracer this time. They have decided immediately onto the Reaper. They need to have close quarter damage as much as possible. They want to body their opponents. And Cyberbully right now even whipping out the Symmetra to start things off with a quick TP to get in position. In the meantime, here for the side of FMK, if they're going to be running the dive, they don't really need the TP antics. It's going to be a big resource used if it was Calamitous, using those 3 blinks to come in position. Cyberbully right now, TPing them up on top. Interesting teleport, not really the most distance cover, but it is what it is. The Reaper will be lagging on behind. FXV already onto the points, in position to defend. And that is the reason why you do that. The Symmetra allows your front line to get in position, but against dive, without that Reaper to peel, it might be a little dangerous. Rain already quite low, but Cyberbully this time with the first frag onto Daks. The Winston will get caught, and no one calling for the Orisa. That is a 1 HP Orisa, finally eating the rocket there from Dodge this, but the tanks are gone. Difficult here for MMK. They have to play like gorillas. They have to play as cheeky as possible. Dodge this though, staying up on top. He's not really contesting. He wants to go for the frags instead, and Vigilance following suit, with Calamitous getting that frag onto Master instead. So MMK does give up that first contest, but at the same time, they are looking for frag after frag. Good leap this time from Daks, and the dive composition working really well here for MMK. Good discipline so far. They played patiently. They waited for the tanks to come on back, and now Dodge this. Corners Rain gets that takedown. Here we go with the capture. MMK getting a clean flip yet again. So we're sticking to the status quo. Seems like MMK understanding how to play this map and playing as communicated as possible. Pulse bomb though to the floor. Cyberbully forced to use the raid form early, so might be an option here for Calam to stab CB as pesky as can be. Even forcing the fortify, but Ninja now the target. 1 HP and a dream here for the Moira. Coalescence is available though, and that chip damage there from the Tracer going in favor of FXB instead. Speaking of FXB, here we go with the Coalescence counter cold though from Panda user. Cyberbully with the frag onto Mr. Daks again. The Winston will get caught, and that is going to be unfortunate for the Winston in that engagement. Dodge this though, up on top. Rocket Mirage! A little too ambitious, was too low HP to actually engage into that one, and that blossoms from Cyberbully, turning things around on its head. FXB now needs to deal with the Tracer, will get that takedown. A little too late there for MMK to actually push forward. So another reset right here, right now. A number of ultimates used there by Ferocious Vicious though. They go for that Coalescence, they go for that Death Blossom as well. In the meantime, Meteor Strike and Sound Barrier, good for the defense and good for the commitment. Speaking for the commitment though, Funtrick already with the mines, slamming on down. Sound Barrier in response to go for the mine clear. And here we go with Master and Marky still staying on. Pulse Bomb though from Calamthus, not gonna get too much value. Daks in the meantime, going for the Zap, wants to go for the Sigma, but a good punch there as well as the peel play here from FXB, allowing them to stay alive in the Shisha room. Now on the inner area, this is gonna be a good one here for FXB. They are pretty potent in close quarters and they're very effective so far. Dodge is already with the reset. Good responsibility there from the Pharah. Doesn't want to waste time. Not gonna be getting any value anytime soon. So MMK, a little bit on the back foot. It's pretty even so far between our two squads. Calamthus though looking for the top up, close to Pulse Bomb yet again. Flux though here from Pugbutt's gonna be the big game changer. He's going up on top already. He might want to go for the Far Mercy instead. Coalescence though from Baninja as the leap comes from Funtrick. Pulse Bomb though sticks onto the Moira, can't go for the Fate anytime soon. But a late Valkyrie here from Vigilance, all up to dodge this right here, right now. They are stalling for time. Can Vigi actually go for the resurrection? Looks a little difficult though. Dodge this right now, making it rain. There we go with the rock connecting. Primal Rage still available for Daks. Can he make it out? Panda user now, 1 HP. Goes for the top up. Well, someone has touchy for MMK, and they lose a 1-for-1 trade. Doomfist for the Mercy. Supercharger though still alive. That's gonna be Callum going onto it, but he doesn't pop the recall in time. Will get punished instead. Here we go with the Primal Rage though. Marky keeping everyone alive. And here comes the Rocket Rush from Dodge this. He cleans up Rain, but Pugbutt gets into his face instead. And that Blossom here from Cyberbully turns things on its heads yet again. The mine's too late. Can Calamthus make it out? Too late to the party, too late to the spawn, and MK gives up Gardens. Ferocious Vicious gets on the board first and foremost here on Oasis.
1-0.
It's truly a tragic situation there for MMK. They were looking good a while ago on Gardens this time though. Ferocious reading them like a book, and good adjustments there from the blue hand side along the way. MMK though still staying on with that side. In the meantime, it's gonna be City Center. Honestly, the map composition still decent here, but not the strongest. A lot of potential pocket picks, and I feel like the composition for MMK might actually work out better with this Pharah in. So now, interesting enough, things gonna swap over to that D.Va. They may be anticipating a Pharah on the side of Ferocious Vicious as well. Usually you see the D.Va to deal with the Pharah Mercy, just be a little bit of the bane and more pressure onto the Mercy for going onto that low ground. Anyway, speaking of low ground, into the high ground we go instead. Pile driver though, everyone going for the bouncy pad, and free shots here from Dodge this. Closely but surely looking to charge up. That's Rocket Barrage. Daks though losing the mech already, but Ninja will get caught. Cyber Bully takes care of the other Moira, and MMK as well as Ferocious Vicious looking very even in terms of trades. Now Dings though all alone, the Baby Diva will get caught. Master now 1 HP, there we go with the Pulse Pistols, and this Tracer just so pesky. Pogbutt gonna get caught by the pressure. Pulse Bomb available, will Countess actually go for it? He does so, but Marky's so pesky in the movement. Dodge this though, 2 frags on the board, and MMK enjoying the open space, the open fields. It seems like the prairie, more of their style. And MMK right now holding the corner steadfast, looking for the capture. They do so and take care of the Reaper along the way. Now for the time being, this is gonna be MMK starting things strong. On the flip side though, Dodge does have that Rocket Barrage available, and the shots keep on coming yet again. Biotic Orb saws up into the air. MMK waiting at the wings. The Reese Shield is set yet again. The Sigma Shield is there as well. Here we go with the boop. And the Doomfist from Master coming from behind one more time. Callum though quite low already, and Dodge this close to the formation. Meteor Strike though to slam on down. There we go with the shield again from Bugbutts, and now Dodge this with the Rocket Barrage. A little too far off, but he doesn't get affected by the shield in time. Cyber Bully though on that high ground, perfect spot there. Sound Barrier as well, and FXV looking to seal this one already. They're able to get away from that Rocket Barrage. They're able to stay alive in the face of adversity, and good movement there from Cyber Bully. Goes to that high ground, a little bit of that pedigree in terms of movements. Still though, Untrick, pesky on the inside, the ball cornered. Here comes Diva, the Diva of Dinks as well. And they're staggering themselves for a reason. This is a dive. They can get percentage as much as possible. Dodge this though, deciding to retreat perhaps. Wants to get charged against the Orisa instead. The Mercy and the Pharah coming together. Here we go with the halt. Oh, that's too much damage done. A quick halt into this disable, and Master getting the frag as well. So FXV again, getting the flip. This time though, MMK getting to the 57% mark. Callum in the meantime, Pulse Bomb available. He's chilling by the sofa, trying to see who's gonna be on that casting call as well. Still though, one special delivery here from our Tracer might turn the tides of this fight. Columbus right now looking around. He can't go for the stick onto Cyber Bully. The raid farm will make quick work of that one. But here we go with the mines instead from Funtrick. Callum now with that Pulse Bomb. Not gonna get too much out of that one. Supercharger though cleaned up. Things gets D-Mech, but the Bloody Blaster enough to take care of Master. In the meantime, that Blossom onto the Baby Diva. And Panda User just peeking too far off will get taken down. Pugbutso with the slam. Gonna get the Gravitic Flux on point. Cyber Bully as well, cleaning up Funtrick. And you can really see the new style of play proving superior against the older dive. Now MMK a little bit forced to commit in what they're doing right now. Maybe the Winston might be a stronger pick in this situation. Their Diva not getting too much value. He's still coming close to that self-destruct. Things honestly a non-factor compared to Gardens a while ago. In the meantime though, Valkyrie here for Vigilance. Master already going for the hits. Fontrick in the meantime pops the shields early, has to get on away. Coalesces here from Baninja, meets a strike from Master as well. He's waiting for an opportunity and wants to go for the halt. There you go, Panda User cleaned up, but Rob Rush here from Dodge Disc takes care of Cyber Bully. Pulse Bomb eaten up by Pugbutts, and a Sound Barrier from Marky as well to keep the sustain ongoing. Valkyrie right here, right now. Here comes the pile driver yet again. We'll get 3. Baninja takes care of that one. Vigilance though looking for the resurrection, brings the Pharah back to life, and still a chance here for MMK. Self-destruct available. Things might want to go for the big bomb. It's very difficult though against double barrier, and we'll see the flying mech in action. Someone though has to touch. That's Funtrick on position, and here we go with the nerf, and gets nothing. Pretty expected against the double barrier. You need a stronger setup, and you need your Wrecking Bolt to be on point with that. Funtrick though instead setting up for himself, cleans up Cyber Bully, thinks with a kill on the Master as well. Baninch though another quick coalescence, pointing on up. Rocket Barrage is coming close here for Dodge this. And MMK still staying on. They're playing through grit right now. Columbus 1 HP, able to stay all alive. Pulse Bomb toss, and as overtime takes away, Ferocious Vicious stalling for time with Marky, as well as Baninja trying to play the Combat Moira instead. But that's not gonna be enough. Things still will get popped off and popped headed out. Now the real question is, will Dinks actually swap? The Diva hasn't been the best pick. I feel like a Sigma or a Winston gonna be a lot better for his team. Though he still stays on though. Very dangerous right now. The Diva needs to get more value. Even a Hog. Maybe a Hog might be better here for the side of MMK. Anyway, here comes Funtrick right now. Biotic Orb tossed as well. We do get the punch. Oh, dodge this! The first frag! That is extremely unfortunate here for the side of MMK. Vigilance forced to pop that Valkyrie early as well. Now, indirect damage though for Cyber Bully. He's playing that Tracer. It's not going to be as pesky to that Wrecking Ball. And Callum cleaning up Master, but Panda User being down before that Coalescence comes on out is a big hit. Dodge this though coming on back. And Funtrick just playing the clutch. Calamitous with the Pulse Bomb as well, but Marky gets the sound barrier in time. Here we go with the Flux yet again. Rocket Barrage though from Dodge this overtime takes away, and it's clean up on I'll Dodge this. The Pharah Rocket Barrage with the triple kill. Master though has the Meteor Strike, can go for the stall. Now he's looking for a target, wants to go for the Baby Diva. Easy frag there, and then Calamitous gonna get caught as well, but the second punch doesn't connect. There had to be a clutch factor there from the Doofus. It's still not enough though. Master able to stay alive. Where are the rockets here from Dodge this? They're stalling for time. Here comes the mines, and here comes the Wrecking Ball from Rain. Pile Driver though on the Funtrick. Counter Pile Driver from Funtrick himself. And the fight's still continuing. Dodge this right now, looking for an opportunity. Sees Ninja using the fade early. Coalescence is there. Very dangerous there from Bun, and she pays the price for it. Now top up is needed, but Rain says looks up and gets that takedown. Pulse bomb yet again. Funtrick now, the damage dealt onto him. And the Wrecking Ball so low, gonna get taken down one more time. Now the Diva of Daks has to self-destruct. Can stall for time. Can go for the nuclear bomb. And MMK, an explosive finale there to clean up Master. We're all tied up 1-1. And this is as close as it can be.
1-1.
And guys, I'm telling you right now, this is the time to share the stream, to show some of the upcoming PH Overwatch talent right here, right now. All tied up though. And I feel like this time, FXV having a little bit of the advantage. Playing the Orisa Sigma here on closer quarters. Very useful for the Doomfist as well. I'm McCree right now for Cyber Bully, and Callum going on next to the Doomfist at the same time. Anyway though, Wrecking Ball Winston between Funtrick and Dinks. On the opposite end, Orisa Sigma for Rain and Pug Butts. Edge to the double barrier, of course. They're very effective, and these tight corridors, they have lots of abilities and lots of stable points. Funtrick though, might be pesky. He's gonna go for those boops, get stunned up, but he's fine, gets that med pack. A boop onto the center doesn't lead to the kill, sure, but it's gonna be enough to dissuade the tide. And speaking of the tide, it's on the right-hand side. Cyber Bully the first to fall. Here we go with the punch. Does it get Bun Ninja? It's gonna be a big hit though from Dodge this. And it's a 2 for Truth Aid. Bun now quite low, uses the fade just out of nowhere. And that's gonna be a third kill there for the Pharah. Still though, the fight isn't over yet. Pug but the target right here, right now. The Pharah of Dodge this, alongside the assistance from Calamitous' Doomfist, setting it tide here for MMK. Master though, solo will get taken down. Here we go with Rain. Super quick kill there, and a fast rotation from MMK. 3 frags yet again, getting on the board. And MK right here, right now, initial capture. This one is going for all the marbles. And what a game it has been. It's just been the first game, guys. We had the reset already, and we had to have remake due to server issues, but now we're finally getting the matchup we've been deserving all day. Halt though does come. Master gets that punch. Pile Driver now into play yet again, but Ninja quite low, and that's 2 frags already. Panda User getting the drain just in time. Meteor Strike is available. Dinks in the meantime going for the Tase. Will get topped up along the way. MMK, oh, eats the rock, but still Calamitous with the punch. Good momentum play here from MMK. They're playing on the outskirts right now. They don't want to be in the tighter corridors, and they still want to surprise them with a dodge this rocket barrage along the way. MMK playing patience, but at the same time playing the aggressor. It's so scary when you are firing on all cylinders, and it seems like MMK is doing just that. Shots though keep on coming, and Master right now, Meteor Strike is available. Callum though, first frag onto the Ninja. Here we go with the stun, here we go with the hits! And Dinks getting on the board yet again. Looking good here for MMK, they pop the Coalescence as well as the Valkyrie though to support ults used for a clean fight. It's not the worst here for Ferocious Vicious, but it hasn't been the most, it hasn't been the most predatory actions here from the blue hand side. They're looking a little more puppyish right here, right now. And hopefully they grow into a mature wolf very soon. Anyway, Dodge is right now the Eagle soaring in the skylines. Oh, Calamitous gonna get caught, and the Supercharger is set one up. Someone needs to take care of that Pongo Jump. That's what Funtrick is for. They clean up the Reaper first and foremost. Sand Barrier in the behind. Dodge is now waiting it out. Wants to go for the Rocket Barrage. Primal Race is available for Daks and cleans up Master as well. Now the Pharah using cover, and this is gonna be MMK looking to seal the deal with the rain. But here we go with the Flux Punk, but lifting Dodge this up. He was already up in the sky, and he gets slammed down back to gravity. Dodge this though. Back into the fight yet again. Marky tried to go for the boot mount. The Vigilance is not gonna be enough, and MMK this time dominating on the University. The composition for Ferocious Vicious has been the one that had the advantage, but Cyberbully not out of the fight yet. He's on the corner, and Master getting on the board as well. Unfortunately, the Wrecking Ball of Bugbutt down below, and can Calamitous get in the way? Here we go with the punch. This needs to be focus fire. The Fire gonna get that takedown. Here we go with the Meteor Strike, but Ninja the target, waiting for the fade. Here we go with the slam. Rain on the Reinhardt, looking for a charge. Not gonna happen. Marky though, good wall ride, but still dodge this, keeping an Overwatch here. And MMK takes the first map 2-1. What a starting game. This series is gonna be a good one.
Play of the game.
Meteor strike.
Let's get it done. Everything is all set for both sides. Ferocious Vicious versus MK. These two teams, you know, you've seen, if you're really following that Overwatch scene here in the PH, Ferocious Vicious, very related to the old Wolves squad, that's for sure. You can really see the same topography, same logo kind of set up. And honestly, it's always good to see people stay true with the game. Anyway, speaking of that one, MMK back in full force, Pharah Mercy yet again, digs on that D.Va. And I really feel like the D.Va not really the best pick in many situations. Very much useless against the Doomfist. You can DM Flick from time to time, but not gonna be good against the duration of that Blossom. Coalescence obviously just goes through when Ninja with that first frag, but Dick's gonna get that counter kill. As we were just talking about that D.Va, there you go with the D-Mech though. Calamitous really trying to go for Cyberbully, but Cyberbully with the rate form instead. In the meantime, dodge this. Keep an eye out on that ultimate. That's pretty much the win condition here for MMK. 78% and counting. He is gonna go for the suicide push. He doesn't really care right now. He lost most of his team anyway, because the Rocket Barrage is the biggest thing he can get. He has to take care of Vigilance though. The Mercy keeping him alive. It's gonna be a symbiotic relationship between our two flyers. In though, still a struggle here for Dodges and Co. King's Row, always a difficult map to play this, and no Rocket Barrage! But he doesn't call it! Vigilance wasn't ready for it, and Pugbutt gives him the rock instead. MMK has to retreat, and very sloppily done there from the red hand side. Panda user though, it seems the Biotic Orb gonna be enough to take care of the Reaper. Calamitous instead playing the hero behind. He's trying to get a pick off or two. Wants to punch Pugbutt away. Beautiful halt though, courtesy of Rain. And Ninja with the Coalescence, setting the tempo yet again. Ferocious Vicious. This time, defending the pack, defending their territory, and able to hold for the next 90 seconds. Now, will the red hand side swap anything out? Will D.Va be anyhow effective? I've been criticizing this D.Va pick a lot here from MK. I feel like it's been holding through. But anyway, the mines are available here for Funtrick. He's looking for a swing of things. Here we go with the roll on in. A Pile Driver able to get to, but Master able to fly even higher with the uppercut instead. Good position here from Marky. Pops the Sand Barrier for this push. Coalescence here from Panda user as well. And it seems like Marky is pretty much able to set the tempo as well with his Sound Barrier, since there's no Sigma on the other side. No Flux means that there isn't really anything to hold for. Dodge this with that Rocket Barrage. It is what it is. You can put the barriers up instead. Anyway though, might be a hold here already for Ferocious Vicious. 2 minutes elapsing for MMK. They have gotten nowhere with their picks. Pile Driver though coming online. Marky quiet low. Dodge this though in behind. Gonna get taken down along the way. Now no Far. Gonna be very difficult here for MMK to force things out. Sigma Flux though coming our way. That Blossom in behind. Cyberbully. No one's there, my man. No one's there, my man. Whatsoever. Self-destruct! And there's gonna be a big bomb there from Daks. Both Rain as well as Pug, but not able to reposition. And that is the unfortunate mistake there for Ferocious Vicious. They have 2 shields, but they use none. They get taken down instead by the biggest bomb of them all. It seems like things gonna be showing to the party how it's done. Just has to relax. They have to be able to keep things up. Dodge this though. They topped up Vigilance right now. Going for that Far Mercy swing yet again. Rockdo connecting, dodge this to the floor. Unfortunately, Master nowhere to be seen to actually keep that one up. Now anyway, Daks swaps over to the Roadhog. I like this pick. He's been showing up with the Roadhog so far. Might be a pocket play. It's not really the best in terms of composition, but whatever. If he can get some value with this one, then it will actually shine. Now we'll see if Daks can make it happen. Rocket Barrage available here for dodges though. Vigilance so low, needs to get topped up. Biotic Orb to the sky. Usually you don't want to see this from your Moira, but sometimes desperate times. And here we go with the desperate measures. Rocket Barrage mines a big explosion by the bar. And it's gonna be a beatdown bar brawl here on King's Road. Daks right now bullying Pug Butts. But the thing about the Roadhog, you can't stop the hook anymore with the Kinetic Grasp. And MMK getting that team kill, looking to steamroll all throughout. Anyway though, here we go with the push yet again. Funtrick right now popping on up. Master in the meantime ready with that Meteor Strike. In the blue hand side, hiding on the side. Biotic Orb tossed yet again. The Rockets now keeping on coming. Daks with the hook. Rain in the meantime puts up that shield. And here we go with Master looking for that Meteor Strike. Sound barrier from Marky as well. Daks though backing on out. And we go for a punch from the Doomfist yet again. Panda user right now. Coalescence available. Top up onto Daks. Not gonna be enough. That's gonna be Cyber Bully eating the Roadhog for breakfast. And that's Master getting on the board as well. This meta composition here for Ferocious Vicious really suiting King's Row. The Reaper and the Doomfist, both in their elements. Now we do see Dodges and Vigilance trying to play Peter Pan and Wendy, and on the rooftops they just die. MMK though, looking to regroup, still has a decent time back in behind. And while Daks has to fear the shotguns, they also have to fear his big gun as well. Now potential hook, Master peeking, does try to go for the reach, not gonna be enough. Oh, that's a lot of damage going his way though, and Pug Butts ready with the Flux. Now the Flux always gonna be an effective way to stop the push. Hook doesn't get much. 6 ammo though for the Roadhog. A recent change right here, right now. Coalesces early. Cyber Bully in behind. And yet again, not effective with that Death Blossom. Cyber Bully needs to work on his positioning there. But Pugbut instead, bailing his team out. 2 frags on the board. I feel like the Sigma, honestly, an absolute MVP here for Ferocious Vicious. Now a minute left here for the side of the red hand side. I feel like MMK is missing an opportunity of not playing their own Sigma.
Thank you.
Calamitous as well, needing a top up, gonna drop on down. Still though, Hulog available here for Daks. It seems like his pocket flick not working on that. He gave it a shot, but this time it's just not working here for MMK. I was a believer. It just was not enough, but I believe in the mines here from Funtrick. The mines are set onto the corner. It does put some damage there, some hurting onto the Orisa. Meteor Strike though slams down Calamitous, and Daks with a Hulog gets punished instead with that channel. Speaking of the channel, here we go with the Flux yet again. Daks stopped up, not gonna be enough. Maximum HP damage, too much for the Roadhog to handle. It's gonna be a chaotic fight right here, right now. Unfortunately, Dodges doesn't have the barrage in time, can't swing things in his favor, but the direct hit or two gonna be enough. Daks now onto the Diva instead, and with 10 seconds left, they need to touch though. The far end Mercy might be caught in a dangerous situation. Here we go with Funtrick instead. A lot of trust here for the MK Squadron. Marky hiding on the side. Vigilance by the pipes, and the Lucian not paying attention. Marky just turn around and shoot that one. There you go with the hits. Meteor Strike though from Calamitous takes care of the Supercharger, but a soundbar here from Marky setting the tempo yet again. Now FXB holding steadfast. They go for the amp heal. Coalesces though from Panda user. Can Baninja do the same? Massive though getting taken down. Cyber Bully this time. Oh, the DM from Daks gonna put the damage away, and Calamitous with the punch to the corridor yet again. Coalesces though from Baninja, trying to save the day, trying to save this fight. Funtrick right now with the mines onto the payload. It moves on forward, but Vigilance gonna get taken down. Good beam there from Bun. Still not gonna be enough. Bugbit right now swapping over to the Wrecking Ball instead. Marky up on top, trying to dance the night away. It's not gonna be enough. He gets hit by the mines. Bugbut is dead. The Lucio looking to dance, but it seems like his premium subscription has run out. The payload being pushed though. Master does get the corner onto that Diva, but still gonna be a hefty frame. Cyber Bully onto the Tracer this time. Marky now gonna get taken care of. Dodges has swapped over to that Tracer. Desperate times for both sides. Good stagger here for the Cyber Bully though. And Rain now onto the Diva as well. Mirror matchup between the two. Self-destruct though ready for Daks. And this time there are no barriers to hide behind. There's the D-Mech perhaps. No, it's not gonna be enough. But Ninja though with a fade on in will use his escape ability to try and contest. Not gonna happen. Miscommunication there for Ferocious Vicious. They were able to still stay on with that D.Va hiding on the side. And now MMK able to stabilize, able to stay alive, and able to take advantage of the lack of Moira on the Ferocious Vicious squad. MMK running hog while like dominoes, Ferocious Vicious falls. And as overtime takes away, Cyberbully again with another good contest. This time though, not gonna happen. And Ferocious is like, okay, we have birds a lot of the time back. There was a desperate situation for boats. And now we swap on over back to the Orisa Sigma. Anyway though, shots keeping on coming here from Rain as Ferocious Vicious gonna be climbing on up yet again to that high ground. In the meantime though, Dinks up on top. This is honestly a good map for the D.Va in this part of King's Row. You can surprise them from the corners, and if you don't really react in time, the big bomb into the backline. But it's not gonna help if you lose your mech that early. Marky though takes care of dodges as well. Might be a swap here, and honestly, no man's land for Afara. Will we see a different composition, a different hero here for dodges? It's the Reaper instead. Going into the meta, meta is always better, and the Reaper always a strong pick. Now, this is the time where I question MMK and their composition. They're still on that Wrecking Ball. They're still on that D.Va on the inside, but they have swapped over to the Doomfist Reaper. They're still on that Mercy. It might be a lot better if they go mirror the composition for Ferocious Vicious. Might be a way to go for the dry push and go yet again one more time. But keeping this fight alive, keeping this one long, it is going to be a force on that. But it seems like MMK has the number of Ferocious Vicious. 2 frags on the board. Cyberbully though, backing on out. And if you look at the matchup right here, right now, these were the 2 maps a while ago in their round robin map. Oh, Pugbutts with the flux, but he's solo. Can Dinks get the self-destruct in time? Doesn't go for it. Pile driver though on the marquee, squishing that one, but seems like the squish from Master, and Cyberbully finally hitting its mark. 5 frags on the board. If only MMK was a little quicker on the swaps. They didn't need to force that. No dodges alive, and he can go for the Death Blossom. He's really going for it. It's enough lifesteal for a while. Not gonna happen. And will it be a stall? Nope. One trick too far off. And look at this bomb. Look at this bomb right now. Does take care of 4. Too late. Too late there. 2 points only. That's what I was saying about that part of the map. Strong with the D.Va if you get the bomb, but if you get Z-Mech, absolutely unfortunate. Anyway though, Cannot distinct dodges, Fun Trick Vigilance Panda user should be happy with 2 points, but Ferocious Vicious looking hungry to go for that full cap. They do have the guts and they do have the know-how to play on this map. In the meantime though, the blue hand side looking to attack with all that impunity. Doomfist Reaper again gonna be strong. Fortunately though, we'll see what's MMK. Oh, get hit back on Ferocious Vicious on the attack. MMK on that defense. 2 points here taken by the MMK squadron. And this time, finally, we get the Orisa Sigma here from the red hand side. The thing about D.Va here on King's Row, not really the best still at 30 points, and the only thing good about the D.Va is the bomb. Overall, the D.Va is a weak pick against Doomfist and Reaper. You can get some DM stuff going on, but it's more or less a lot of counterplay. You know what can stop the D.Va in its tracks? It's a very simple ability called Rocket Punch. Another one is called Accretion. That's why D.Va has fallen out of the meta. You usually only see her to counter out fire compositions. Anyway though, Cyberbully back on the pocket pick. No, oh, onto the Reaper. I really hope he would gun Widowmaker. He's one of the best Widowmakers in the scene, and would love to see him try to face off against Dodges with that one. But it seems like Ferocious Vicious has a plan. They win ground as much as possible. They are playing the Mercy Mortar, so Panda user needs to keep them top up. Fun trick. Oh no, Daks in a bad spot. We'll get enough shields in time. But this is very dangerous here for MMK. It seems like they're a little lost on what to do with this composition. The issue is, Rain pushes forward, Daks moves back, but Fun Trick holds his ground. You need to be in position. You need to stay on to the objective. You need to be in a formation as tight as possible. And MMK opening the door, letting Ferocious in, and not only feeding him lunch, but allowing them to steal your dinner. 5:42 on the clock. Ferocious Vicious a big time back right here, right now, and you can see this is where know-how is able to bridge the gap in terms of skill. Master and Rain as well. Gang pick after pick. Another takedown there onto Vigilance. Cyberbully catching out Dodge this, and Ferocious Vicious holding the streets of King's Row as a hostage. Now, how can the red hand side play this out? A better way to obviously would be to mirror this. A May Reaper composition will be strong as well. Fara Reaper gonna be one pretty decent as well. Now the issue is Calamity wants to take on that Doomfist. The Reaper is a strong pick to peel off any advancing tanks, any advancing members. That's why you want to run it most of the time. The Doomfist has one chance. You get the insta-give or not. It's all or nothing right there, right then. Anyway though, Funtrick gonna go for the payload. This is actually very cheeky from Funtrick. He can bully the Lucio as much as possible. No one can push with the Wrecking Ball in the way. And Funtrick right now playing the objective to a good degree. FXV has to move back. They have to retreat. They have to save their Lucio. And here comes the Moira instead. Now opportunity here perhaps for MMK to push forward. It's two sides of the attack. Here comes Funtrick yet again, stalling for time. Gonna get punched finally by Master. But Dodges might have the opportunity to go for the barrage here. And now MMK trying to make a play or two. Unfortunately, too slow on the trigger. But bang, bang, bang. Calamity's gonna get the hit with the punch on the Cyber Bully. Anyway, the Meteor Strike comes on out. Sound barrier here from Marky as well. He was so low, able to stay alive. And now a size 6 sound to remember here from Calamitas. 125 energy will amount to nothing. Dodge this though. Ready with the barrage. It's a 1-for-1 trade. MK really struggling, but seems like the rockets, the fireworks are here. Finally gonna clean up too. Things also ready with that flux. And will MMK be actually forced to use their other ultimates into this one? Here coalesces though from Ninja, counter coalesces from Bandit user. And it seems like MMK is really just answering back. Enough ultimates though, says Things and Vigilance. They're gonna hold on. They're gonna be able to keep it up. And the Coalescence, always a usable ability. No problem there for MMK. Close game here from the red hand side. They're able to defend and very smartly done there by Funtrick. He knew he could win that matchup. And MMK using the streets of King's Road to their advantage. Now Funtrick wants to go for the grapple, wants to get the hit. Calamity right beside him, might be able to charge up the mines. Beautiful rotation through the corner. Flux and mines are into play, and that is going to be a 2-for-2. The Death Blossom used up by Cyber Bully, but at the same time, oh, Rain and Bandinja getting on the board. Panda user right now looking to suck Rain dry. We'll get that takedown. Dodge this though, needs a top up. Where's the Moira heals? Where's the Moira heals? Does dodge this? Panda, turn around and heal me. Panda too busy playing the DPS. Finally gonna come on back. A little regroup here for MMK, but both sides on even margins. Good rotation though from Master. Oh, Marky gonna get picked off, and Funtrick always quick on his feet. That's gonna be the Pharah getting a kill yet again. Missed opportunity there for Roxas Vicious. Looking for that Pharah would have been the #1 priority, and getting that takedown would have been enough for them to allow at least a decent push to the end of the second checkpoint. Now for Roxas Vicious again, trying to regroup. They have the flux available, and Pugbutts not shy and making big plays along the way. Master as well has the Meteor Strike, so a halt strike might be in the cards. So they already pop it. Here we go with the green orb. Wants to go for things. We'll get that takedown, but dodges in the meantime. Rocket Barrage, and Vigilance playing Protect the Precipence. That gets in the way of some of those bullets. There's a 1-for-1 trade here for some ultimate sound barrier though from Marky, keeping Cyber Bully alive. And Funtrick right now using his shields as much as possible. Can the Wrecking Ball stay into this one? Not gonna happen. Here comes Calamitas though. He's on that Reaper. We'll use the Raid Form to stall to go for the reload. Dodges still too close. Gonna get pooped down by Marky. And 3:10 on the clock here for Ferocious Vicious. A lot of time to take the win. MMK just faltering there. Not enough against the sound barrier. They need to be able to peel the Reaper off. Good barrier though, keeping Panda alive. And what is this composition here now from Vigilance and Dodge this? They go on the Brig and the Maid. This is actually something that is completely new here from MMK. Rock does connect, and Master immediately turned into Paste. That is so unfortunate, but Funtrick needs a little more help than that. Cyber Bully in the meantime looking to charge up that Death Blossom. Here we go with the stun, but that is going to be a Death Blossom potentially to remember. Ice Wall does get value. Here we go with the DB, but a rock from Dinks gonna be able to put a stop to that one. So though, MMK, not really in formation. This is so unfortunate. They had counterplay after counterplay, but they are not in position to go for any kind of set on up. They look for the stunts, they look for the disables, they look for the crowd control. It's not gonna happen. Calamtas decides to shadow step onto the payload. Beautiful rock there from Pugbutts, and FXV takes one back. We are tied 1-1 here in our grand finals.
Play of the game.
Play of the game goes over to the Moira yet again.
Surrender to my will.
Play the game on to Panda. That Coalescence getting some value. So it's time to celebrate as Overwatch really having a series to remember so far. Red hand side gonna be attacking as much as possible, gonna be looking to punish with impunity. The real question is though, is MMK prepared to defend? Do they have any strategies up in their sleeve? Do they know how to play this out? Usually in the meta right now you see a Bastion or two. You can also go for that Pharah as well. A lot of options here for MMK on that defense. And we'll be finding out very, very shortly as we see dive. Okay. Now issue here for MMK. They're very good at dive, but is dive very good? We're not back in season 2 anymore. We're a long way from Kansas, Toto. We're a long way from Kansas. And MMK right now, playing to the comforts. It's gonna be the Wrecking Ball Winston yet again here from Funtrick and Daks. In the meantime, we do have Panda user on that Moira yet again. Now will this be anyhow effective? As Funtrick actually playing on the inside, no one really does this in Volskaya Industries. It's a well-modeled map, it's a well-modeled area of the big boss herself. But no one really goes here. Still though, Pharah, of dodge this, not really getting that entry hit. Funtrick in the meantime, hiding behind, and here we go with the rotation. That's a really good ult charge there for Funtrick, dodge this as well, able to strike. But it's still Ferocious Vicious with a good rotation on the inside instead. They're able to play in the corridors. In the meantime though, Funtrick rolling on back. Here we go with the hits. Master in a bad spot. He's quite low already, but a good top up there from the two supports. But Ninja and Marky keeping them alive. Daks has to help on that, but Calamitous instead getting the frag. And it seems like the dive here working out in favor of MMK. They're able to isolate. They're able to pretty much just jump on their opponents. And with dodge this, just putting some pressure from above. A good start here for the blue hand side. And it does take around a minute here for Ferocious Vicious to rotate like that. If they want to be quicker on their feet, they're going to have to run through the center instead. Now the real question is, why wouldn't you run through the center? There is only dive waiting for you. It all depends right here, right now, on what their philosophy is. If they are able to stay on the inside, they can't dive yet, so they can set on up. If they run through the center, there you go. There's the run through the center. And you can see the separation already onto the Reaper. Rocket Barrage is there as well. It's pretty even for both sides, but still, the ultimates come courtesy of MMK. It's exactly on point. That's the issue, running through the center. If you go through the center, it's gonna be dive central on your assets. So how do you fight that in response? First things first, you have to group up as much as possible. Your objective is to group up, not to leave each other behind. If someone gets bothered, it's basically a soft retreat. Still though, it seems like Ferocious Vicious looking to play the station instead. Mine's still stuck up on top, and that is absolutely unfortunate there for Funtrick. He tried to play the corner, and most of the bulk gonna be onto the corner of the second floor instead. Calamitous still with the frag. Here we go with the Primal Rage. And I like how MMK is cycling their ultimates. Pulse Bomb though will stick. Another quick Pulse Bomb there from Mr. Calamitous. Primal Rage there from Daks as well, setting things up. And now here we go with the Resurrection. Who's back? Panda user. Now again, I like how MMK is playing this out. They even res the right target. Funtrick, a very quick ball, can get in position at any time. Still though, they wanna set up with these Wrecking Ball antics, and Volskaya Industries has been more or less MMK's playing ground. Shields are there though. Calamitous using 2 blinks. That's a big investment in terms of resources. Here we go with the Meteor Strike though, Coalescence into play as well. We might see a contest. Oh no, Daks in the bad spot, has to leap on away, looking for a med pack or two, but Marky can get the chase down into the takedown. Dodge this though, can't go for the brunch, might be an opportunity right here, right now. Everyone's looking up, they do want to stop Dodge this in his tracks. They're going for Master instead. Oh, the rock connecting, and that is gonna be Master, unfortunately not seeing the opportunity. Daks though, back into the fight again, Death Blossom right now, that's gonna corrupt the bubble shield and gonna take care of Callum and Daks. Rocket Barrage though cleans up the Bongo Drum and pierces through the shield. Still, both sides pretty even. Panda user with the Coalescence. MMK right now faltering, but it's time for Funtrick to try and play it clutch with the mines. Now Panda user all alone. It's gonna be a tango onto the point. Uses the Fate to get on the way, but unfortunately for Panda, he's the only one left against the Reaper. And oh, the Moira gets the beats. 35 seconds right here, right now. Still an opportunity though for MMK to come back. They're playing the dive. They're gonna be very quick to get in position. Calamitous right now wants to go for the support first and foremost. Leap on in from Daks as well. 2 ticks taken already. And the Flux is flubbed by Pugbot. Calamitous though with that pulse bomb onto the floor. Gets a little damage onto Marky. Just clean up the Lucio. Gonna get that takedown. And MMK showing that they know how to play in the Foundries. Knowing how to play on Volskaya. The dive composition working well. It's all about what you're good at. MMK is trying to show, and it seems like dive with the Pharah is the bread and butter. What's a defense there? Prevents Ferocious Vicious from pushing all the way in. Now it's time to see a little bit of those swap sides. MMK looking for the 1-point capture. Ferocious Vicious trying to go for the full hold. And this tournament, this series is absolutely amazing so far. Anyway though guys, it's been a fun one, and I really thank you all for tuning on and for keeping things up along the way. Now the real question is how will Ferocious Vicious be able to turn things on its head? Again, they're really strong in the meta, and this time I'm expecting something else, a little more into the meta. Maybe a big bulky robot might be the way to go here for our defense. And there you go, exactly on point. Cyberbully goes to that Bastion. This is a very strong pick against the dive. The dive will have to play so many different antics, and we'll have to rely on that Rocket Barrage pretty much primarily. The Pulse Bomb, sure, it's a little pesky, but with the Eye Field and with the Mercy, it's gonna be enough to keep alive. Now, usually you pair the Mercy with a Pharah, but Master gonna be playing the Doomfist. It's pretty much what he's comfortable with, and they're sticking with the Mercy. They want to go for that second chance on the Cyberbully. Other teams, when you're playing not the Pharah, you go on the Ana. Usually something we like to see with the Mei. You can also play the Moira. It depends on the map and how it is set on up. Speaking of the setup though, it's gonna be on the left hand side, so they're in cover instead of being out in the open. Interesting spot here for Ferocious Vicious, because this put them at risk for getting booped on down into the frozen waters of Siberia. Cyberbully gets a little bit of the scouts, and here we go with the shots from Dodge this. Shield though in behind. I like the placement here for a little bit for Pugbutts, but here we go with Funchik. He sees Marky already. They take care of Marky immediately, and the Orisa now under a lot of duress. Marky, Master though has to step on. Panda user going for the top up, and Cyberbully already going into recon mode. Very dangerous here for Ferocious Vicious. That is gonna be the Bastion in dire straits. At the same time though, Dinks going for the capture. Pile Driver is there. Both sides not getting any frags, but Rain decided to drop on down. They want to go for the Wrecking Ball, but it's not enough. The Winston leaps on his own. Will get taken down, and 2 frags already. But Cyberbully decides to go into recon mode, and that is his folly getting taken down. Calamitous comes on back, and this is MMK getting that first stick. The only one who can come back is Marky. He knows the pickoff onto him screwed up the plan, screwed up the way Ferocious is defending, and MMK takes Volskaya in a clean fashion. Not the best call to stay on that side. A lot of rotation potential from our Wrecking Ball. Play of the aim though does go over to Calamitous, and that's a stake to remember. So this time FXB gets to pick between what are the maps. Havana gets into the games yet again.
Initiating match.
Ninja, Cyberbully, Pugbut, Rain, Master, and Marky defending first and foremost. In the meantime, for MMK, it's Callum, Dinks, Dodge, this Funchik, Vigilance, and Panda User on the attacking side. Again, this is the real question and the real test for MMK. A map suiting the Bastion right here, right now. Do they know how to play it right? The Pharah, very strong as well, so it seems like it's gonna be in the cards yet again. In the meantime, Ferocious Vicious knows this. They know how to play double barrier well. They might need to have a little more discipline though on that Bastion. Recon moding too early. Just so easy to get taken down. So no, never mind. No Bastion here for both sides. It's back to the basics for both. Ferocious Vicious deciding to play the Doofus Reaper. Marking on that Lucio. On the flip side though, it's Funchik on the Wrecking Ball. Dinks playing the Sigma. And honestly, the series has been one of the closest I've seen ever in the history of PH tournaments. PH versus PH, this has to be up there Most of the time, there were some good ones in our community tournaments. There was a good one in, you know, the best tournament ever that didn't pay outs, versus PH versus Thailand. So you know that was something. Anyway, though, at least we're here. We're guaranteed to pay out. Don't worry, guys. We are reliable. And anyway, let's get it on. Let's get it done. One more time. One more go. Calamtas, interesting enough, playing the Widowmaker, realizes might not be the best pick. Will decide to retreat instead. Dodges in the meantime. Dodges the rock. So close, yet so far there, courtesy of Pugbutts. MMK holding steadfast. In the meantime though, here we go with Funtrick, rolling around at the speed of sound. Pugbutt though cleans up Panda user. Master, oh, pile driver there from Funtrick. Unfortunately, it's not gonna be enough. Oh, that's so close. Rain almost falls down. Vigilance decides it's time to reset. And also MMK, not gonna be in their element so far. It's a little tight here and now. The opportunities for MMK though involve Funtrick as well as Dodge is getting some environmental kills. At the same time though, Nynx deciding to full commit, go on to the Winston instead. Oh, Baninja spotting out the Winston. There you go with the spam from Marky as well. And MMK stuck in the corner. Stuck on the back street, stuck by the canals, waiting for an opportunity. Now the alleyway strong here also for FXV, the Doomfist and the Reaper. Gonna enjoy their time. Dings though using his abilities to move around, will get taken down. And very difficulty really here for MMK to push on forward. Mines though settled up by the plaza entrance. Calamta zipping it away as well with low HP. Does get the med back in time, ready with the pulse bomb in just 1 percentile. And Dodge is right now playing on the sides. Now he does break the Sigma barrier. Opportunity perhaps for the Pharah to make it out, to get some value. At the same time though, MMK playing way too far back with this Pharah Mercy. Sure, no one can shoot him down, but at the same time, look how far those rockets travel. Eventually though, things like MMK trying to play the momentum, trying to play a little bit of that opportunity. Thanks to the Pharah Mercy. But even with the Coalescence, they are unable to get anyhow through. Things though cleans up Pugbutts, Cyberbully with a counter kill, Panda user down again. And such a strong composition here in the tightest of corners. It's such a really good research from FXV. Anyway though, soundbar available, Pulse Bomb right now, blows up Marky, who steps on that one like landmine. Callum able to get to Master trying to peel with that punch, but Calamitous, an absolute treat, an absolute talent, going for shot after shot after shot, wants to go for Baninja right now. Dodge just looks at her wrong and gets that takedown. It seems like the Tracer is the only one you need to be able to get that push. What a flank there from Calamithus, and now Dodge is ready with that Rocket Barrage. He's waiting on the side. Funtrick playing with that grapple as well, looking for the boop. Oh, that was close. He might get punished. Oh, he gets struck. That's a fatal mistake there from Funtrick. They needed him into this fight. Diggs doesn't have the primal rage yet, but Dodge is now from the side. Takes care of Baninja instead. Vigilance again playing to protect the President. This time, gonna pay for it with his life. Diggs in the meantime pops the primal rage. MMK rampaging in the streets, but not this time, says Ferocious Vicious. Perfect setup there from Ferocious Vicious. And that is a big choke there from Funtrick. They really needed him in that fight. He's been doing so well with the Wrecking Ball, but he gets stuck in the worst possible time. A minute now remaining. Cyberbully ready with the Death Blossom. So there has to be some peel play coming out from MMK. Coalescence though into the air. Dodge this. Focus fire. Yep, not gonna happen. Can be a retreat already for MMK. They can reset yet again. Pulse Bomb though. Nope, not gonna happen. Fade is out. And MMK making some very fatal mistakes so far. They needed that Pulse Bomb. They needed a barrage earlier. But now they are going to get the mines. Calamita's deciding it's time to go for the Doomfist instead. And a leap on the left hand side. Still MMK playing the alleyway, playing the plaza. This time Baninja doesn't have that Coalescence. So gonna be a little safer here for Dodge just to fly into the skies. That Blossom though, immediately taking care of Funtrick. Dinks jumps into that one as well. And that's the worst time right there from the side of MMK. Just done so, raising things on up. The Valkyrie is coming online, the Flux is there as well, and as overtime ticks away, this has to be MMK losing hope, losing momentum, losing out here at this first point unless Calamitous can do something about it. The Tracer right now still staying on, not gonna happen. Here we go with Panda user, too far off, has the coal, but doesn't have time to make it have any value.
Score.
So this time Ferocious Vicious putting a stop akin to the 2 CP match a while ago.
Initiating match.
This time MMK gonna be seeing how far the Ferocious Suspicious squad has to go, and realizing this is way too close for comfort. Ferocious Suspicious really looking for that map number 5. It might come down to the wire here for both of our squadrons. It's gonna be a difficult endeavor here for MMK. They've been really strong on the attack, but their defense, besides one on Volskaya, hasn't been the strongest. Anyway though, we'll see how this is gonna pan out for both of our squads. Laban Pilipinas tournaments just really showing some real good talent here for both sides. The old guard versus the new. Will FXV be able to take the crown and be one to watch rising up in the scene, or will MMK in its current rendition right here right now without any of the Team PH players, a mixture of MMK, Waminagi, and an old veteran from IPC, again really reminding me of those old tournaments. There was one way back before. It was against the Mineski boys. It was the one against the Moroccan boys. There's one against the Am boys, you know? Every single time. It seems like every tournament just shows who's on the up and up and who's fading on away. So will MMK fade? Or will they be able to still stay on? The real question begins now. They still have the map to give, sure, but they don't wanna do that. They wanna be able to win it out right here, right now. And that's a boot from Dodge this onto Baninja. Here we go with Dings this time onto the Wrecking Ball. He's trying to still stay on. Calamity still really low, has to get away. Fontrick will get run over. And that is so unfortunate here for MMK. Not the best way to start. They get the boop, but they get taken down by the alleyway. They know they're not in their element there, and they still decide to stick on. The Arisa Fontrick, way too stubborn for his own good. No one to protect him. Baninja again the targets. Hyper Sears being tossed, and oh, Panda user gonna get taken out already. Payload. So close here for Ferocious Suspicious. Things right now going for the run on over. Pile Driver wants to go for Baninja, and Pugbutt quite low as well. Target needs to be prioritized, and Calamitous is the one taken down instead. Rob Rushing from Dodge this will get absolutely nothing! And the shield play here from Funtrick. He's trying to dance. It's not gonna happen. Pile Driver from Dings, and it seems like the resurrection from Vigilance is here to stall for time. No one home for MMK. What happened to them? Their last map was a masterclass, and this time they're looking like dunces as Ferocious Suspicious forces out a map number 5.
Play of the game.
Pugbutt with that's play of the game. What a match. What? This we start things off on Ruins. Will we get the Widowmaker for either side? Now here on Ruins, the thing about this map, strong to play that Doomfist on the points. May a little bit of difficulty due to the fact that it is on the low ground. In the meantime, that Pharaoh Reaper might be one that MK can also play. A Pharaoh Widow might not be something unlikely here from MK, but against double barrier, having not enough pressure will allow both the Arisa and Sigma rather to deal with both appropriately. I haven't seen any side play the Sombra yet. It seems like neither team has decided to go for that pocket strat. It's a ticking time bomb kind of thing. We are into map number 5. It's time. And as I was saying, seems like MMK, yes, you can really see that they play an old school kind of setup. Thinking about playing that Pharaoh Widow. Still though, not realizing how difficult it will be to play this composition against the Orisa Sigma. Ruins, you know, you always have this bias to play Widowmaker immediately. You're just like, okay, let's go for that one. Oh, Calamity's deciding. No, never mind. To the Doomfist we go. Anyway though, the Rocketeer rather of Dodge this has been a strong one. I can feel the tension. I can honestly feel the tension in my own heart. Knowing either side can take this one. Cyberbully onto the Reaper. Doomfist Reaper here for Team Ferocious Suspicious. In the meantime, dive yet again for MMK. Onto the point already set up. Fontrick pooping them back. Here we go though with the hits onto Dinks, and he has to get away. No, first blood goes to the side of Ferocious Suspicious, but Dodge this yet again to Skylines. Oh, Calamitous goes in all alone as well. And FXB starting strong, starting well, and starting on the points in a good setup. Now MMK cannot panic. They lose the point for sure. but they still have a opportunity to leap on their opponents. Shield play though, courtesy of Pugbutts, still staying on. 10% and counting. Initial capture here, allowing the FXV to set the tone. Now Cyberbully waiting on the side. We are gonna see Calamtus looking for the punch. So Isaac Sam, he was waiting for it. He expected someone by the doorway. 6 cents there from Mr. Calamtus. And Cyberbully though taking care of Daks yet again. The Winston really the one struggling in many of these situations. And in the meantime, the far off dodge this 70% only. You need to be a little quicker in that one, Mr. Dodge. The barrage is a big one. Anyway though, Cyberbully 52% and counting. Pugbutt though, a little slow on that flux, and Calamtus swapping over to that Tracer instead. It seems like the Tracer has been a worthwhile pick here for the side of MMK. They have been able to be annoying, able to call the attention. And that is a twofold problem. Usually you can deal with the Tracer, but now they are going to have to deal with the Rock Barrage instead. No one dies though to the Rock Barrage, even though Marky was in the face of the Pharah. And a Sound Barrier there, just allowing the side of Ferocious Vicious to dominate this fight. Cyberbully getting 2. And this just looks all Ferocious Vicious. This was the Ferocious Vicious we saw in the group stage. This was the Ferocious Vicious who booked the ticket to the Grand Finals immediately. And this is the Ferocious Vicious that we're seeing right now in the Ruins. MMK, again, looking really slow. It seems like when they have no idea on what to play, and no idea on how to play it, they go for their time, but it's not the most effective. Still though, you can see the struggles of Pugbutts. On another Rocket Barrage! This time dodge this! Gonna make it count! And MMK, hearing the plays of each other, they get the team kill. They get the points. Now speaking of that one, you can see the struggles of the two tanks of Daks and Pugbutt. Pugbutt hasn't really gotten the flux anytime soon. Has more been the shield instead of the sword, not able to get any damage done. You don't get full charge for defending your team. Now, okay, that Blossom here for Cyberbully, very questionable to say the least. That might be the Grand Finals jitters, because that is complete waste of time there from Cyber. He doesn't get anything. Will this be a Widow swap here? No, it doesn't happen. He stays on the Reaper, and that's a big yikes there, honestly. Cyberbully wasting that Death Blossom could have been used to go for the combo. Daks shrugs it off. The bubble shield tankier enough to actually sustain, and a good peel play there courtesy of MMK. So that's a gimme there. MMK able to get one for free. And now they take care of Baninja. They go for the Chaos. Daks pops the Primal Rage to stay alive. And that should be ultimate use here for MMK. They don't have anything anyway. Instead, they will try to charge things up. Cyberbully though, popping that raid form. Calamtus getting on the board alongside Dodge this. And MMK playing the gates of the Pantheon strong. The Ruins right now looking more and more in the color of red. After a strong start there from FXB, MMK right now putting daggers in the hearts of not only me but also the blue hand side. Still though, here comes the rain, and here we go with the Coalescence onto the left hand side. Was that a little too early from both Ninja and Marky, but they still take care of Funtrick. And now Daks doesn't have the Proud Rage, has to leap on nuts. The Rock Rush though is still available, and keep an eye on Dodge this, because that is gonna be no way to defend. 2 frags already. Flux though does come from Pugbutt, but it is gonna be enough for them to get the retake. Oh my god, they get the points out of nowhere. Funtrick, the sneaky boy, goes for that power charm. Can he get the insta give onto Marky? That is gonna be Panda User getting on the point as well, and as overtime ticks away, can anyone from MMK touch? Not gonna happen. Even with early ultimates committed, MMK unable to take advantage of that one. They lose the Winston too early. They need that one for the bubble shield onto that Pharah. And now we go into well. Now this time, it'll be an absolute well done play by Ferocious Vicious here if they take the win in this map. Well, you know, what about well? There's a big hole in the middle, and that's a gimme for the dodge this Pharah. They are gonna be looking to play the Orisa Ball though. Interesting pick, and this might be a little too puppy for my liking. And the user on the Lucio on well. So again, the biases of MMK rather. This is kind of very risky here for MMK right now. They're playing Lucio because, okay, there's a big hole. They're playing Orisa, okay, because there's a big hole. They're playing Wrecking Ball, okay, because there's a big hole. They're playing Pharah, because, okay, there's a big hole. But how will the Orisa sustain? How will the Wrecking Ball get enough top up? I guess it works out still for them though, because MMK is winning out this first fight. Ferocious Vicious decides to push on the left and set on up. They're not realizing they can body the tank line instead. So MMK right here, right now, with initial take, my reservations are still in tow, but sure. If it works, it works. Anyway though, here we go yet again. Top up there from Vigilance onto Dodge This, 90% already. Long rotation though from Ferocious Vicious. They don't want to really take those ones because the path of lead resistance is the one in the middle. It's very tight. Hard for the Wrecking Ball to actually move around. Here we go though with the boop. That is Pugbutt saying goodbye. And oh, Master having to use the uppercuts. Still though, Rob Raj able to dodge this. The Orisa of things able to still stay on. Effective HP, Master able to have force use abilities. And now here we go with the Rock Barrage, takes care of two. Coalescence is there though. Marky with the Focus Fire. Resurrection coming out from Vigilance. And Funtrick now with the Pile Driver yet again. MMK setting the tempo, setting the tone. Cyber Bully wants to go for the Wrecking Ball, giving the chase. Hellfire Shotguns though, doing some really good shreds. Cyber Bully, Sidle Step, not gonna be enough. So MK right here, right now, dominating. And for the time being, this has been all MMK. Another boop there from Funtrick. And you can usually see all these environmentals working on teams who are not prepared for that kind of movements. A lot more discipline is required for FXV to be able to stabilize on the points. But they are trying their damnedest. Still though, Pulse Bomb in the back. Forces Ninja to pop the fade early. Now opportunity here for Dodge This and Co. to actually go for a boop, to go for a takedown onto that Moira. Still though, Funtrick with the mines. And here we go with the Sound Barrier. Panda user getting one, Cyber Bully in response. Master gonna get halted on in. But still Cyber putting on the pressure onto Dix. He has the supercharge available. Shield Dance is there. And Dodge This gonna be able to get the rest back. Gonna be able to get in the way. Now 2 frags on the board right here, right now. And it seems like we're coming closer and closer to a 1-round affair. Can anyone here from Ferocious Vicious come back? Can they make it to the other side? Will they give it up already? Funtrick though, go for the boop. Marky speeding his way to victory. Go Speed Racer, go! And that is gonna be the Lucio touching! But he will get taken down. Still though, enough to get that touch. Rocket Barrage from above. Overtime takes away. And MMK. This series. Guys, this series. My heart cannot take it. My heart is just fluttering. One last time. Winner of this one gets 6k. Loser goes home with 3. The championship of the Laban Pinas tournaments relies on Ilios Lighthouse. Now again, strong map for the Wrecking Ball. Strong map for the Pharah. Thanks though, might want to swap to something else, play that Winston, or can stay on the Orisa to be on that points. I really don't recommend though playing this Mercy Lucio pairing. If it does work for MMK, then sure. This will be really low sustain. Now, if you do notice how MK is playing, with Mercy Lucio, they're really playing the medpacks to a really good degree. They disengage a lot earlier than they should because they won't be able to sustain. Now anyway, Funtrick going for the boops, and oh, almost a goodbye there. Rock does connect though, and that is really good here for FXB. They're able to stay on the point, and Calamus takes care, gets taken care of by Cyber Bully. Master even cleaning up Dinks. Still though, the Rockets here, gonna be anyhow effective. Panda user being booped around. Here comes Funtrick. Oh no, hits the wall instead. And Ferocious Vicious should be able to get this point for free. Panda user really trying to play that Red Lucio will get nowhere whatsoever. And this time MMK bringing the big guns. Here we go with the Roadhog from Dinks. Initial capture though for FXV. Playing to the corner, playing to their strengths. In the meantime though, oh, this is so ambitious for MMK. Is this the right call? Right here, right now. As soon as Ferocious Vicious notices this, they have to run inside. They have to run on the outside. The Bastion though, for Calamitous. Slowly but surely, stepping on sword. Someone needs to press tabby for the Ferocious Vicious. Kirk gonna be surprised by the bullets of hail coming their way. Now this is gonna be a shredder gun keeping on the pressure. They break the barrier already and they push on forward. Recon Modo is still very dangerous. And now the eye field on the outside. Will MMK be able to play this outright? So dangerous for both sides. But here we go with the Rocket Barrage raiding on the inside. Barriers are broken. Borders are just completely crossed. But still, it's a 2-1. Oh no, it's a 2-2 kind of affair. So, the Orisa Sigma Panda user gonna get taken down. And MMK whipping out a Bastion when they didn't need to the most. Is this really how this is gonna end? They swap on over to that Reaper. And the Bastion right there, right then. Not the wisest call. The Wrecking Ball, already such a good pick right here, right now. Amp Matrix available for Panda user, but he doesn't have anyone to really combo it up. And this is just absolutely difficult for MK right now. They used the Prodigy a while ago. The Reaper of Calamitous go into that high ground. And playing the corner is FXV style. Who will take the win right here, right now? Amp Matrix. Dodge this! Actually using the Amp Matrix! That is something to see, ladies and gentlemen. And he gets two! What a strategy here from MMK. But it is absolutely working. Because Feroxis is right now looking to bail out with that Blossom. There you go with the Rock. Overtime takes away. MMK able to get the capture, sure. But is this the right composition? Is this the right call? This is absolutely close here for both sides. One good run in from the side of Feroxis Vicious. They force MMK to use that Amp Matrix. The Flux is available. The Barrage is available as well. But one good turnaround will put the hearts of MMK at its cancel. Oh, rocket launching quickly into the Flux. A run on in there from FXB. It's too late to the sound barrier, but they're trying to clutch it out. The Panda user Betsy struggling to still stay alive, but Calamphus instead takes care of Cyber Bully. And that was too late there from Feroxis Vicious. As soon as the Barrage and Flux came, they shouldn't have popped that sound barrier. Should have decided to call for the dry push instead. But anyway, now things pretty even up here for both sides. Amp Matrix and Supercharger are coming online here for MMK. A lot of damage going to be applied, and it seems like the Risa going to get turned into a DPS instead. In the meantime though, the air is getting so tight right now with how close this can be. Master though, full committing. I failed! Will get bursted down. Here we go with the Flux. Panda user using the I feel already, and Master gonna get that takeout. Rocket Russell from Daks is bailing everything out yet again! And that is gonna be a team kill here for MMK. Will we see a swap for Panda? Vigilance needs to go for the resurrection. Doesn't resurrect things! So it's gonna be a speed boost here from the Lucio. Panda user back to his bread and butter. That Blossom though in the cards. Valkyrie ready to go as well. Corners need to be checked. Dodge this. Gonna be the distraction this time. Last fight territory here. Poor Feroxis Vicious. Good halt. Doesn't lead to much though. And here we go with the rotation. Calamitous does get spotted, and we see Calamitous shadow stepping to a weird location, but he will let it rip, and MMK gets the first frag onto the Ninja Bird, gonna get taken down as well. Valkyrie is there, and this has been the closest of all fights. Cyber Bully was there already. Get that plus, and overtime takes away Marky right now, keeping the hopes of Feroxis Vicious alive. There's the swaps, but it might be too late. Here comes Rain. He does get the contest, so Diggs and Dodge this, looking to still stay on. Pile Driver not gonna get much, and MMK right now needs to deal with the Reinhardt. There's the charge, and MMK are your grand champions. The closest of all games, as tight as possible, 100 to 99, and MMK still holds the crown for the community. Seems like our Apex Predator is back with his Pharah, is back with his DPS, and Feroxis Vicious showing that they are truly students of the game, playing the meta so well from station to station. Still though, work needs to be done for Feroxis Vicious. MMK playing to the comfort